Hi, my name is Karen Johnson. I'm a program manager at the Denali Commission, and I'm here with a couple of my colleagues today to talk about a project that we're working on. But first, let me kind of explain and go back a little ways. For the last 15, 20 years, the Denali Commission has been investing millions and millions of dollars into rural, basic infrastructure in rural Alaska, like clinics and roads and community centers and energy systems, tank farms. We want our rural residents to have the capacity to manage and maintain and operate that infrastructure, those systems, for many years to come. One of our priority areas there has been to build capacity for maintenance workers, and we're done with that project, and it was a success. The next one is building capacity for rural managers, and particularly rural tribal administrators, utility administrators, and municipal administrators. To my left here, Jim Sanders he's one of our subject matter experts, and we're very fortunate to have him on our team. Jim, you want to talk a little bit about your experience and your background?
Okay, thank you, Karen. My name is Jim Sanders, and I've had the privilege and the honor of working in rural Alaska since the early 70s. And during that time, my focus has been primarily on community and economic development and workforce development. And I think those skills, have worked really well in this project. I really look forward to where we're going with it. Thank you.
Thank you. And Anthony Kaoli is the Executive Director for 3-Star Enterprises. They worked with us on the facility maintenance project, and now we've contracted with them to help us facilitate the development of curriculum for rural managers. Anthony, you want to talk a little bit about your experience in rural Alaska?
Thanks, Karen. So I'm Anthony. I'm had the fortune of working with the Denali Commission and also Jim Sanders on the first project, developing a curriculum for facility maintenance technicians. And now what we're focused on is rural managers. It's something that I'm excited about because I was a former tribal and city administrator, and that was in Quinahog. And even before that, I had to deal with the issue of education and training. Finished my RD program in Platinum, which is a pretty small village, about 50 people, with really no infrastructure. At the time there was no internet, so we're using an audio conference system. So I have a sense of some of the challenges that our rural managers in Alaska are faced with, trying to get trained, trying to get through their education programs to prepare them to manage this billion-dollar investment that Karen mentioned that's been made by Denali Commission and its partners. So we've been contracted to work with the Denali Commission to provide logistic support and facilitation for the project that Karen's going to talk a little bit more about.
Yeah, thanks, Anthony. We're really, really excited about this whole process for developing the curriculum for rural managers. The difficulty to receive education in rural Alaska is very, very difficult. It's very hard to get relevant training. The internet is very limited in rural Alaska, and there really isn't a relevant training program for Alaska rural managers in the world yet, because rural managers wear many hats and really have to do everything in their community. We're really excited about this process. The process will include those rural managers. We're recruiting them right now as we speak. We're looking for people to nominate a rural manager that that has been successful, that has held a position for a while, and that will help us build this curriculum through the process that we're talking about.
And the curriculum is really unique in that, we've looked at all three disciplines, the tribal, municipal, and utility operations. And management goes across the line for each one of those, but they all have common issues that each one of the different disciplines has to deal with for good management. And that's the focus of this program, is to look for the commonality and identifying those management skills that need to be developed to ensure that these facilities and these communities can maximize their operations.
Exactly. So we're looking for, really the goal of this project is building capacity at the local level, at the village level, at the small community level, so that our rural managers can effectively, confidently manage infrastructure, buildings, roads, energy systems, programs, projects, you name it. They're out there alone right now, and we are really excited about helping to build a training program that could be delivered right into the community via internet or via face-to-face or at the regional level at the training center at the university. So many partners involved in this process, the universities and training centers, employers are at the table helping us with this project. We are the facilitators, and we're glad to say that because we're not the users. We're getting our information from our stakeholders at the regional level, at the community level, and they're driving this project. Anything you want to add?
Well, that's a key aspect of this. You know, we're actively recruiting right now for rural practitioners. So people that are actively managing their communities, whether they're city managers, administrators, tribal, or utility. As part of our recruitment process for this. For the panels that we're going to be having in April to develop this curriculum, we're looking for those practitioners right now. So what we've done is we've set up a Facebook group called Alaska Rural Managers, which is short for Alaska Rural Managers Initiative. So if you just go to Facebook, look for Alaska Rural Managers, join the group. We've got nomination forms in the group. We've got a contact list if you want to get on the newsletter and keep up to date on the initiative. So yeah, that's the place to go.
Well, thank you for joining us and for listening to this brief intro of the Alaska Rural Manager Initiative. Just want to thank some agencies and people. Thank you very much to the Department of Energy, Indian Energy, for supporting this project. Of course, the Denali Commission and our leadership at the Denali Commission for continuing to support rural workforce development. I want to thank Jim Sanders for joining our team. We're very lucky to have Jim Sanders on this team. We're very fortunate to have the expertise of 3-Star and Anthony's staff. And was there anybody else that you wanted to
I'd also like to thank the Competency Group, which is our teaming partner for working with us and agreeing to facilitate the process as well. So.
Great. Oh, and our stakeholders. I mean, we cannot be here today without all of the involvement, the dedication of meeting once a month for the past 2 years. I just want to thank them, and they are all of our regional training centers, our universities, all the employers, native corporations, utilities and municipal agencies. So thank you for your support as well, and leadership.
That's what I wanted to say.
Great.